Ever bitten into a Snickers bar and wondered how is this made? From crunchy peanuts to silky chocolate, the process is far from incredible than you might expect. Snickers has been satisfying hunger for nearly a century, but what makes it so irresistible? It's the perfect balance of textures and flavors: soft nougat, gooey caramel, crunchy peanuts, and smooth chocolate. Today, we're going behind the scenes to uncover every step of how Snickers is made. From farm-fresh peanuts to factory precision, you'll see what makes this bar the world's best-selling chocolate. But Snickers didn't just appear overnight. Its story begins nearly 100 years ago in a tiny kitchen where one man had a vision. Before we explore how Snickers is made today, let's travel back in time to the very first Snickers bar ever created. In 1930, Frank Mars, founder of Mars Inc., had one simple goal: to create a candy bar that actually satisfies hunger. At the time, most chocolate bars were small and simple, just chocolate and maybe a bit of filling. But Frank wanted something more, something chewy, crunchy, creamy, and filling all in one bite. He experimented with different combinations until he landed on the perfect formula: a soft nougat base, a layer of rich caramel, and a handful of roasted peanuts all wrapped in milk chocolate. But what about the name? Well, Frank and his wife were huge horse lovers, and their favorite horse was named Snickers. When it came time to name their new chocolate bar, they knew instantly this bar would be called Snickers. At first, Snickers was just a local treat sold in small candy shops, but soon people everywhere fell in love with its combination of textures and flavors. By the 1950s, Snickers was being sold across America. Now that we know how Snickers became a legend, let's step inside the factory and see how it's made today. Welcome to Tech Bites. Love behind-the-scenes food secrets? Hit the subscribe button and join us on this delicious journey. A Snickers bar starts with the best ingredients sourced from around the world. The peanuts come from carefully selected farms where they grow in warm, sun-soaked fields. Farmers wait exactly 130 days before harvesting, ensuring each peanut is perfectly ripe. Once picked, the peanuts are dried, cleaned, and shipped to the factory, where they'll be roasted for that signature crunch. The caramel is made from slow-cooked sugar, butter, and cream. It must be just right, not too runny and not too stiff. If cooked too long, it becomes hard and brittle. If not cooked enough, it's too thin. And then of course, there's the chocolate, which is a rich blend of cocoa, milk, and sugar. This chocolate is what gives Snickers its smooth, velvety coating, balancing the crunch of the peanuts and the chewiness of the caramel. But before the chocolate is added, the foundation of the Snickers bar must be built, starting with the nougat. Nougat is the unsung hero of Snickers, the chewy, fluffy base that holds everything together. While it might not get as much attention as the caramel or chocolate, without it, Snickers wouldn't be the same. The process starts with heating sugar and corn syrup in huge metal vats until they reach the perfect temperature. If it gets too hot, the nougat will be hard and brittle, too cool, and it won't set properly. Meanwhile, egg whites are whipped at high speeds, transforming into a light, foamy cloud. Then comes the magic moment. The hot sugar syrup is slowly poured into the fluffy egg whites while mixing continues. This reaction thickens the mixture, making it stretchy yet soft, the perfect chewy texture. A precise blend of flavors, including vanilla and cocoa, is added to enhance its taste. Once ready, the nougat is spread in an endless sheet on a conveyor belt, where it's carefully checked for thickness and consistency. As it cools and firms up, it prepares to meet its perfect partners, caramel and peanuts. Next, the real magic begins. It's time for the caramel and peanuts. Every great Snickers bar starts with perfectly roasted peanuts. Inside massive rotating drums, thousands of raw peanuts tumble as they are exposed to just the right amount of heat. Slowly, their natural oils are released, enhancing their deep, nutty aroma. The color shifts from pale beige to golden brown while the crunch develops inside. Once roasted, the peanuts are lightly salted, a step that may seem small but plays a huge role in Snickers flavor. This slight saltiness balances the sweetness of the caramel and chocolate, making every bite irresistible. Meanwhile, in towering steel vats, the sugar for the caramel is cooking. As it heats, it transforms from a clear liquid to a rich amber gold, releasing a buttery, sweet scent that fills the air. Timing is everything. Too long and it burns. Too little and it's too thin. When it reaches the perfect consistency, the molten caramel is poured into a smooth, golden layer over the firm nougat. Within seconds, thousands of roasted peanuts rain down, sticking to the gooey surface like puzzle pieces. This tower of textures is almost complete, but it's missing one thing: the final touch of chocolate. Imagine a river of melted chocolate endlessly flowing. This is where every Snickers bar takes its final delicious plunge. As the bars glide along the conveyor belt, they pass under a curtain of warm, silky milk chocolate. The chocolate cascades down in perfect waves, enveloping each bar in a smooth, glossy coat. The entire process happens in seconds, but it's carefully controlled to ensure each Snickers bar has the right thickness of chocolate. To lock in the ideal texture, the bars then enter a chilled cooling tunnel. Here, the chocolate hardens into that perfect Snickers snap, not too soft, not too brittle, just right. The cooling process also helps the chocolate develop its signature shine, making it as visually appealing as it is tasty. But before these bars are ready for the world, they must pass one final test, which is precision cutting and rigorous quality control. Every bar is checked for size, shape, and texture, ensuring that only the best Snickers bars make it to the store shelves. With their layers perfectly balanced and their chocolate flawlessly set, the Snickers bars are finally ready for their next journey, packaging and delivery to chocolate lovers worldwide. With their chocolate perfectly set, it's time to wrap things up literally. Snickers bars move down the line at incredible speed, entering a high-tech wrapping machine that works with pinpoint precision. Each bar is enclosed in its iconic Snickers wrapper, designed to protect the chocolate, preserve freshness, and lock in flavor. A specialized sealing process ensures that every bar remains airtight, preventing moisture from affecting the texture and taste. Quality control cameras scan each package, checking for imperfections before they are neatly packed into boxes. Now, with their signature look complete, these Snickers bars are ready for their next destination, the world. Once packaged, Snickers bars are sent to massive distribution centers. Here, automated sorting systems organize them into bulk shipments, ready to be delivered across the globe. Every day, millions of Snickers bars leave these warehouses, traveling by trucks, ships, and planes to reach supermarkets, vending machines, and convenience stores in over 180 countries. The logistics are a marvel of efficiency. Temperature-controlled storage ensures the chocolate doesn't melt during transit, keeping every bar as fresh as the moment it was made. From small towns to bustling cities, Snickers is always within reach, ready to satisfy cravings whenever hunger strikes. Snickers isn't just a popular chocolate bar, it's a global icon. Across the world, millions of people enjoy its perfect blend of crunch, chew, and chocolatey goodness. But just how massive is Snickers' impact? Let's uncover some fascinating facts that prove its legendary status. Every single day, over 15 million Snickers bars are produced. If you laid them end to end, they could circle the Earth multiple times in just 1 year. That's an unbelievable amount of chocolate. To celebrate Snickers' 90th anniversary, a record-breaking Snickers bar was created. This giant chocolate bar weighing over 2 tons, making it larger than most cars. It was so massive that it could have fed an entire town. But Snickers isn't just famous on Earth, it has even traveled to space. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station bring Snickers bars with them on missions. Even in zero gravity, hunger must be satisfied. Snickers is also a go-to snack for athletes. With its combination of protein, nuts, and chocolate, it provides long-lasting energy, making it a favorite among football players, marathon runners, and sports enthusiasts around the world. And did you know Snickers flavors change it depending on the country? In Japan, you can find a matcha green tea Snickers. In India, there's a spicy cashew and masala flavor. Europe enjoys hazelnut and almond Snickers, while Russia once had a condensed milk version. From Earth to space, from locker rooms to lunchboxes, Snickers has remained one of the most beloved chocolate bars of all time. From carefully sourced peanuts to its flawless chocolate coating, every Snickers bar is crafted with precision and passion. It's no wonder Snickers is the world's favorite chocolate bar. What was the most surprising fact for you? Tell us in the comments. And if you love learning how your favorite snacks are made, hit like and subscribe because we have even more food factory secrets coming your way. Hungry for more? Check out our previous video to see how Nutella is made. Stay tuned for more delicious discoveries.